All right. So, things have kind of been like going along nicely for me. I won't necessarily say so much for my alliance. But for the most part, things seem to be good for me. Once again, my name hasn't really came up for anything. Um, and luckily for me as well, my agency won the immunity challenge. So I am safe yet again, making it to final nine, which is really, really good for me because, as a floater in this game, as long as you can float, the better chance you have in winning. So I'm just gonna keep on floating as it seems to be out there to everyone that hasn't talked to me. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I am kind of like nervous about tonight. Not nervous in the fact that I think Natalie's gonna go, but I just don't think that the person that we really want to go, either Slade or Mark, is going to go, and it's probably gonna end up being Tony, just because of some bullshit. But nonetheless, you know, it just means we have to work harder again to ensure our safety yet again another round when the next, hidden spy challenge comes up. Special agent. I don't know. I'll give it a look because I'm almost so high too. So yeah. But I don't know what else to say. I really forget what I say in confessional, so I don't know what I was caught up on. I feel like I've said things, but I don't know. But yeah.
So obviously there was an elimination tonight, and you've been, kind of on call talking about what you think's going to happen, what you want to happen. There's only 5 people going to the elimination, and one person's secretly safe. So, do you think that votes could be put on the wrong person, and they have the safety, and then it's just a whole mess? Like, what do you think's going to happen?
I definitely think that there's going to be votes on the person that has safety. I mean, definitely not knowing who has safety definitely makes it a little bit harder to, fully strategize. So we have to like go to extremes like using some of the powers, which honestly, at this point in the game, with only really one power being used, it's not a bad time to use it. And I really feel like I know I've probably said this before, but if there's any time to use the power, now would be the time, especially to ensure the safety of my alliance. But I definitely feel as though there will be be a name drawn of the person that's safe. But hopefully, we're kind of anticipating on who we think that is. But I mean, like you never really know. So like I said, the powers are going to ensure that we're safe. But like I mentioned earlier, it may mean the person that we want to go won't go, and it'll just be someone else that we possibly could have used or worked with in the future.
So obviously, it seems like you are close with Natalie and Robbie and Constance. You guys have a chat. So going into next round, you guys are only 4 votes. What's your plan going forward?
Plan going forward is to definitely one of us needs to win safety for sure, and that will allow us to not have to use all of the powers that we have in our arsenal. But honestly, I think our saving grace, at least for 2 of us to make it further, would be the powers that we have possession of. We definitely utilizing one of them tonight, but we still have some pretty good ones, especially with the vote block. So that will kind of like free us up in a sense. I'm going to free up a vote in a sense when it comes down to the nine to hopefully allow us to have the majority, especially if we're able to flesh out certain idols that we think are out there that certain people have. So that definitely would help us come next round. But, I feel as though if we can make it through this round, it definitely would be looking good for us moving forward.
So, going into next round, there's talks of, is it going to stay the same where we're into agencies again? Is it going to go to individuals? Like, what's going to happen? What do you think? Like, what do you think is going to happen? And what do you want to happen?
Okay. I think that we may actually be split up into agencies one more time. I mean, there's 2 ways that it can go. It can either go a 4-4 split with one person being left out, like we've seen previously done, or it could go to a 3-3-3. I see, as we've seen previously, the production's not opposed to having smaller tribes. So, I mean, while in our heads, and I mean, if anyone that is a fan of Survivor style or Big Brother style games, which I'm pretty sure all of us are, that's why we play. We know normally once you get down to this many people, it normally goes to either a merge or the jury starts to formulate. And I mean, it could go that way, but I've learned with the sentence never to really, well, like Julie Chen says, expect the unexpected. So, like I said, it could either go either way. I hope that we merge, because while yes, I like the teams that I've been on so far, I think it's really been the luck of the draw that I've been really with the agencies that I have been and that we've been able to pull out on top. But I mean, nothing feels more secure than you winning immunity for yourself. And I think honestly, I have a good chance when it comes to competitions. I definitely flopped a couple of times, but like even still, like looking at like that one challenge we had where the penalty was 10 minutes. And, added on the unscramble, like we had unscramble the word, and I feel like if I would have just got that one word, I would have been in second place. And so, I definitely feel I uh, have a good competition side in me. I just hope that I'm able to show that sooner than later, and hopefully it will help progress me further in the game. So that way, I will be able to really build up my resume instead of just saying I'm floating and just end on conversations and on deals and whatnot. But again, I'm not a good stat either, so hey.
All right, I think that's all I have. Do you have anything to add before I end this?
Lastly, I just want to say, um, yeah, I'm excited for tonight's elimination, brother. I just want to see how it goes down. I actually am like, will I be able to listen in on the tribal, or would I have to wait?
Do what? Sorry, it cut out.
No, I was saying, would I be able to listen in on tribal, or would I have to wait?
You'll have to wait until after it's done, but you'll be able to see it.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I definitely cannot wait to see all the juiciness that will entail for tonight. So, yeah, I'm just excited. That's it.
All right, I'll go ahead and end this. Thank you.